Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're going to have a look at weather for the next few days, coming up towards the end of February into the start of March today. Also, we're going to keep high pressure dominating the weather for quite some time to come. So we're going to have a very quiet spell of weather really coming up, not a lot going on. It's going to start off really quite cold this week, but it is going to get a bit milder as we go through into next week. Now, for a going video, just want to mention the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlaying my weather videos at GazWeatherBiz.com. Please play those videos. You'll be supporting GazWeatherBiz.com by doing that. So, these are the GFS temperature ensembles, first of all, in the upper atmosphere, but they are useful for using on the surface. We're actually a little bit above average at the moment, but it has been a frost this morning. That's because we've got an inversion going on. It's warm in the upper atmosphere, or it's mild in the upper atmosphere, but down on the surface, because we're under clear skies and the heat is radiating out, it's frosty at night. But we are going to be seeing those temperatures dipping down over the next few days, a dramatic plunge in temperatures as we get through towards the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of February. We're going well below average, down to be minus 10 isotherm there, so really quite a cold spell coming up. But notice there's not much in the way of precipitation spikes during this period. We have got a few little spikes there, but nothing much really showing up, indicating that it's going to be mainly dry with this area of high pressure, not going to be much snow around with these cold temperatures. Now, as we get to around the 25th, 26th of February, we're going to find those temperatures lifting up again. Remember, the red line is where we should be at this time of year. That's the seasonal average. All the other lines are really individual members of the model ensemble. And we can see we're going to be getting those temperatures lifting up above the red line as we get through towards the end of February. Not going desperately mild, but certainly going milder than it will be later on this week. And then as we go into the start of March, we get this interesting scatter. We've got some very mild members, very spring-like members of the ensemble there, but we've also got some very cold members of the ensemble coming back for the start of March. I'll explain the reason why that's happening in a moment. But temperature anomalies for the next week are going to be cold. It's going to be a cold week, 19th to the 26th of February. Temperatures below average there for British Isles and for much of Europe as well, looking at a cold week coming up. Core of the cold is actually particularly around central and eastern parts of France. So this is the chart for Friday, and just quickly explaining why we're not going to be seeing snow with these cold temperatures, or not going to be seeing much in the way of snow away from the coast. It's because the high pressure is more or less centred over the top of the British Isles. We've taken this easterly down across in towards Germany and France. If this high pressure was further north over Scandinavia, we'd be running this easterly wind across the North Sea. It would pick up moisture over the North Sea, and that would start to deposit some snow. But it isn't. The easterly is much further south, running over the continent. So we're basically under this dry and quite cloudy area of high pressure, although it will be cold under that area of high pressure. There'll be some pretty hard night frost. Now, as we go beyond this, we're going to find the high pressure really maintaining itself for quite some time to come. So this is the chart for Monday the 25th. High pressure excuse me, high pressure still there, very much dominating whether it's still there on the 26th and on the 27th. Even as we go out towards the 1st of March, 10 days away, the high pressure is still more or less dominates weather. But notice what's going on here. This is where we start to pick up that interesting scatter in the ensemble. We're starting to show signs of beginning to get high pressure developing around Greenland. We've got some very, very cold air there over Scandinavia. Also notice this area of low pressure in the mid-Atlantic. That could be the signs of the North Atlantic oscillations starting to go negative. If that happens, if this ridge over the British Isles and much of Europe collapses, we could start to open the floodgates. This very cold northerly wind at the start of March, but it's a bit uncertain, and the most likely idea, I think, probably that high pressure just maintains itself into the start of March, and that's what the ECMWF is going for this morning. That area of high pressure very much sitting over the top of the country, 1,040 millibars, a really intense area of high pressure dominating out to the start of March, keeping it mainly dry, very quiet, and probably actually quite mild. It wouldn't be particularly cold by then, because we're running Atlantic air over the top of that area of high pressure. So that's how it's looking. It looks as though we're going to be keeping anticyclonic influences really for the rest of the month into the start of March, probably. Starting off quite cold this week, then turning a little bit less cold or milder next week. Perhaps a little bit of a taste of spring around. Possibly just outside chance that it could turn much colder into the start of March, but we're going to need to wait for that and firm up on it a little bit more. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Oh, come back tomorrow. It's a 5-day forecast, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching.